A man reincarnated as the 13th prince and gained a special ability. The stronger his subordinates became, the more powerful he grew. This ability also allowed him to identify traitors among his followers. James immediately spotted that Carter, his newly recruited subordinate, was a spy. After his butler investigated, they discovered Carter's family members were loyal to the first prince, but instead of killing Carter after uncovering his betrayal, James decided to use him as part of a larger scheme. Meanwhile, Oliver, a merchant guild master, came calling. He'd tracked down an extraordinary treasure for James, who had previously given him 10,000 gold coins as a deposit to collect items with sentient consciousness. The merchant brought in a disturbing oil painting called Fortune Doll. The moment it was carried in, the demon sword at James's waist began vibrating violently. Taking a closer look, James realized the painting not only carried a curse but could grow stronger over time. The painting had been created years ago by a deranged artist who mixed a young girl's blood into his paints. Her soul was trapped inside, transformed into a vengeful spirit. James drew his demon sword and severed the cursed chains binding the painting. The girl's spirit was finally freed. Grateful for her liberation, she pledged her loyalty to James when he asked. With Fortune Doll's allegiance, James gained an F-rank boost to his Earth attribute, while nowhere near the bonuses from his demon sword and ring. Fortune Doll had a unique trick up her sleeve. She could shapeshift into anyone and phase her body between solid and ethereal at will. That ability would definitely punch above its weight class. Shortly after, a wealthy merchant named Byron arrived with a fortune in gold and jewels. He came to thank James 6 years earlier. James had advised him to send a girl named Ada into the palace as a servant. Now, that girl had caught the emperor's eye and been elevated to the rank of lesser consort. Byron felt his investment had paid off handsomely, but James warned him not to celebrate too soon. The imperial harem was a viper's nest, even more dangerous than the world outside. James not only had Byron send those riches to Ada but also dispatched his maid Grace with 10,000 gold coins for his own mother, who held the position of primary consort, second only to the empress. He hoped his mother would look after Ada in the harem. Grace then reported something else. Her mother was in charge of the rear gate security at the prince's manor and had recently noticed suspicious activity there, though she couldn't make out the person's face. The figure matched Carter's build. James told her not to worry and that he'd handle it. That very night, as Grace's mother was about to close the gate, Carter struck to silence her. He then rushed off to report to the first prince, but the person who died wasn't Grace's mother at all. It was the Fortune Doll spirit in disguise. James had witnessed everything. After completing the assassination, Carter went to meet his handler, only to face an unexpected twist. The first prince, exposed for his involvement in a slave trafficking scandal, had his handler deliver a fatal stab to Carter instead. Carter was kicked into the river and left for dead. When Carter opened his eyes again, he found himself lying in the prince's manor. James explained he'd simply saved him on a whim. That's when Carter realized every move he'd made had been within this 12-year-old prince's calculations. Not only that, but James had even used a decoy to erase the crime of murder from Carter's record. Completely won over, Carter pledged